Sa. You ready?
Yes.
We're good.
Welcome to the podcagon.
Logically, we're a fucking...
We are going 3 from 3, folks. We are in unbelievable form with the...
Is your fly done up? Better check that.
I just checked.
Everyone check their clothes.
Everyone check their...
We can't be fucking
Unfortunately, our hogs aren't on camera today.
No, we can't. I don't know if anyone has watched the video of the Damien Power episode, but he's power spreading the whole time.
Yeah, nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Letting us know who's boss. You're in grey sweats. So
Yeah, they're sort of like these Uniqlo like sweater type.
Are you trying to cop a root off this
sweater
podcast?
trousers.
Yeah, brother. Grey sweats.
Yeah.
Get the hog
The
out.
hog is flopping around in
Big
them.
fucking. We got Ben Searle on the show. One of the biggest hogs in Australian comedy.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying around the traps.
That's the room you want to start?
Yeah, right. You want to get that going? It's small, but it goes like a sewing machine. So,
That's Do you ever have an old bloke tell you it doesn't matter about the size, mate, as long as it gets as hard as it, and then he'll knock on a brick wall?
Oh,
as long as it gets as fucking hard as this wall, mate, that's all that matters.
Good for those old fellas.
Nah.
They're getting that hard.
Yeah.
A mate of mine used to have a good one at the urinal where he'd go, "Nice dick, mate. Where's the other half of it?" That's
My one for those situations is, nah, throw that back, mate, it's undersized.
Beautiful
That's
stuff.
good, yeah.
That
Do that in a coastal town, you'll crush.
There's a bit of pommy banter. They love to banter.
Bit of bants.
They
They
love
love
that.
to banter. I saw a good one where a bloke was like pissing at a tree. He's like, "You go to jail for that." He's like, "What? Touching a boy's penis?"
That's sick. That's
not
a good one.
That's good shit.
I'm adding that to the repertoire.
yeah. That's pretty good.
Roaming around looking for people pissing on trees. Yeah.
I was in a bit of a situation. I pissed on a tree today, and I was halfway through the piss, and I kind of looked over, and there was a playground. And I didn't realise, and you just think, my life could change forever. Like, the one wrong thing,
That feels
one
like-
wrong blow of the wind, the wrong person to look over.
Am
my
I
whole
Gwyneth
life could
Paltrow?
change.
Because sliding doors,
Yeah,
Bloody
100%.
oath. That feels like every person that's ever on. Not that I know many, but anyone. But the vibe is anyone that's on the sexual offenders registry is like, man, it's like pissed at near a school.
Well, you would say that.
It was
Yeah.
like midnight. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
at midnight.
that was Zack soft launching.
Yeah.
Something's happened.
I'm getting ahead of the story.
Yeah, your pedophile career.
Big things coming.
Yeah.
As in multiple charges.
Yeah. Huge lawsuits
That'd be
coming.
good. That'd be a good pick. Like,
Yeah.
can't say much, but just doing one of these in front of the magistrate's court. Like, so I did a thing.
Yeah. Mirror shot in a suit.
Yeah.
When's going to be the next big comedy outing of a big pedophile?
Wow.
When was the last one? Who was
Well,
the
who
last
was it?
comedy pedophile?
Well, it was in the UK. There was Jimmy Savile.
Well, you
They're
can
all
they're
pedophiles.
always in the UK.
They're always in the UK.
They're all
If
UK
you know
people are pedophiles.
anyone from the UK, as safe as bet,
They're
just
a
assume they're a pedophile first,
Yeah.
and then
Work
you
from
may
there.
be pleasantly surprised. But unfortunately,
It's, as much as it sucks to
fortunately
say.
with that country,
And I mean, I'll be honest. We're saying the UK, but we mean mostly England. The further you get out,
England, the rest of you,
well,
you're chill.
like people in Wales, probably 60% are pedophiles.
People
Yeah.
in Wales,
Yeah.
they're,
Lower
they're
numbers.
okay.
Yeah, London. I mean, don't get me started.
Rife.
Yeah,
Rife out there.
it's 105% pedophiles.
The Royals.
That's how hard they're working.
Don't get me started. Good to get the pedophile chat out of the way.
So, well, we don't like to do that, but we just have to, unfortunately.
PSA.
It's PSA stuff.
We need to let them know.
We're against it.
Mm.
It's bad.
Yeah, we are firmly against the UK. That's been very much established on this show.
Yeah. Pedophiles, give or take. But if you're a British pedophile, oh
Yeah.
God.
That's not on.
God damn it.
Did you see?
Yuck.
I actually saw a Jimmy Savile clip quite recently, and it was a kid with I can't remember, but it was something in a costume, and it was saying it senses a really evil presence.
Ooh.
And the kid had the character with him.
What senses the presence?
It was I think it was a guy in a suit or in a costume, doing a character of some kind of mystical being, and it was
Right.
doing something, and then the kid is the oh no, it was a guy dressed as fucking Chewbacca. That's what it was.
Oh yeah,
And
mystical creature.
Yeah, he was a very mystical creature.
Kind of, yeah.
And
up there with the warlocks.
oh yeah, 100%. And he was doing. Now that I remember, it was a fucking dog shit Chewbacca impression. But then Jimmy Savile asked the child, like, what did he say? And the child says he senses a really evil presence.
Whoa.
He goes, who could that be?
Oh man, these clips they come back to bite you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that guy, he got away. Like he's got home free.
Yeah.
He died before it all came out. Just like an absolute monster in front of everyone. And everyone knew, which is pretty fucked up. And that's what we're saying. The UK, that's where he was.
Yeah.
Everyone knew because they're all joining in.
Yeah. Well, and it's good to start light and double down.
Yeah.
Just really keep it going. So any other stuff we want to?
Any other entire nations we want to call pedophiles?
Yeah. I mean,
I got an eye on New Zealand, but we won't start.
Yeah. The nice
NZ watch.
Yeah.
Too nice guy. All too nice down there.
Yeah.
They're
What are
nice
they doing
as.
out there?
Fishy.
Lately, I've been loving these guys from the UK that I hope are not pedophiles, but they're getting over to Magaluf.
Yeah.
Oh, you sent that.
Yeah, I sent it to I came across these guys that are like...
That's almost a good sign, if anything.
Yeah, they're
Now,
exporting
not-
it.
It
Yeah,
sounds like a made
yeah.
up place. Whatever that was, it
That's-
Magaluf?
Yeah, Magaluf, or they call it Shagaloof.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Ibiza before Ibiza,
Mm.
like without the like history of good dance music. It's like
Is it in Spain?
it's in Spain.
Yeah.
People just go there to get pissed, like cheap holidays.
Mm.
You know, like £1 flight kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I guess it's like so overrun by
One
British
pound
now.
fish. Sorry.
Come on, ladies, come on.
One
No,
pound
he's
line.
one of the only good ones.
He's one of the only good UK
Yeah,
guys. But yeah, they're trying to get people to work over there, and there's British guys over there just going like, "How many fucking birds you shagged over here?"
Yeah.
And like the main guy's like, "Oh mate, I stopped counting after 1,000." Like
Yeah.
fucking king.
I love it, the one you sent. Where like we
But-
escaped the matrix of
Yeah.
of our 9 to 5 jobs.
Yeah, all these guys
Yeah.
are like factory
I think
workers.
it's because
yeah.
I mean,
you feel free to play that clip, but I get a fair bit of I think it's Magaluf's top shagger, and he's like, "Boss of the cars, hey, Magaluf's top shagger. What's your play?" And it's we may have mentioned him before, but yeah, he's awesome. Just like shit, Gucci and
Yeah, Lacoste. They love Lacoste.
and all
They
that.
really have broken through, though. The more I think about it, the more like that guy has escaped the matrix.
Yeah, I mean, he's just living. I mean, how long do you keep living that life for?
Yeah, but for now, it's his absolute dream.
I mean, it sounds pretty sick. You're on the
Yeah,
beach.
just
Well,
rooting
because
for
they're like
ugly
getting
English
pissed.
birds, but they're just different to the ones from your hometown.
Yeah, because they're like those guys. They're saying come and work here, but are they sort of saying they're party club promoters? Like,
Yes.
do they want just hordes of club promoters? Is there?
Yeah, what
like it's it'd be great, like the H-1B visas, like the for specialists, when it's like, oh, America needs more coders. Magaluf's like, we have the special entry visa, please.
Yeah.
We need more guys yelling about wet pussy
Yeah,
shots
yeah.
in this bar. It's a core service of
The
ours.
US has a
Yeah.
dire shortage
Yeah.
of shaggers.
Yeah.
They need
Yeah.
the top shaggers from the UK.
Spain's economy will go down the toilet unless we have fucking sex predator English blokes out the front trying to do fucking
Yeah, we
body
have
shots.
World champion date rapists.
Lift the tariffs on shaggers.
Yeah. They got out of the EU, but we still need UK's biggest export. Fucked cunts with veneers. trying to yell at hens parties to come in here and have Galliano shots. We light them on fire. Is that fucking crazy?
You want a fucking body shot, darling?
Yeah. We're doing body shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're the boss of the course in here.
It's their culture has just reached a new peak where they're just fully they're all got the veneers, they're all getting the hair transplant done. They're just tooling themselves up.
It's
Yeah.
incredible, yeah.
It's fucking
Well, it's
crazy.
like
They're on the cutting edge of,
Well,
Yeah.
that's the migration path, You go Dublin to Turkey.
Yeah.
You can get
They are
a
like ducks.
you can do there's a migration study.
Migration
There's a Ryanair sort of special where you go Dublin to Istanbul, layover Magaluf,
Yeah.
direct,
They
They call it the
they bust you out of a
Swing
crate.
by Thailand for the real ballers.
yeah. Oh.
They go do 6 months of kickboxing.
God, imagine like the real, if like whatever you're getting up to in Magaluf isn't enough.
Oh,
Like you got to get to Thailand. Like,
Yeah, well, that's the dream
Yeah.
of the Magaluf guy.
yeah.
He's to extend fucking Magaluf Party Productions or whatever his company name is.
well,
We're taking it to Bangkok.
I got this job recently, which has now finished, but I guess just to let you know how I got the job was through Dan Rosario, so it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it was like sales over the phone for this food company, and it was a borderline scam. It was like so bizarre, and
Bro,
like
the trick is you just got to keep the food, and you can sell the same box like 2-3 times, man. It's fucking sick.
I mean that's not far off.
If you know Dan Rosario, you are losing it right now.
Yeah, if you don't know
That's
him,
great
bring up
stuff.
the page. And most of the guys were like British guys in like Vietnam, Thailand, like they're all remote and they're just living the life there because the
And then
company was
selling
British.
Food boxes.
Yeah, it was like for like a like a meal prep company kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like the company was Australian based, but I guess the sales guys are anywhere. And yeah, the trainer guy was like living in Bali and selling these
Fuck,
food
it's
boxes.
not bad.
Living in Bali is a fucking unreal move.
It's just
I'm kind of jealous of it.
It's all sorts of people now because it's like either it's like tech people and then like corporate people who are like fully into the wellness thing.
Yeah.
And then like you said, the fuck cunts that are leveling up.
Yeah,
Like,
and then just like OnlyFans girls as well. There'd be like
Yeah.
a pack of them living over there. What a melting pot.
It must be sick over there. At the moment.
Awesome.
Imagine being
communities.
but there is someone who lives in, there's a comedian who lives in Bali. It's like an old school guy though. He lives
Oh,
there
the
with his
New
wife.
Zealand guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've gigged with him. Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
lives over
starting
there.
a club over there too.
That's right, yeah.
So I mean,
Damn, I can't be the Bali guy. There's already a Kiwi guy over there.
What about Cooper's Bali?
Yeah.
Dude,
Something to
that'd be
think
fucking
about.
unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, I just bought a new pub.
You could sell Mocha on Cooper's
Well, he's
Bali.
just got one in Geelong. He's like, mate, whatever you got in Geelong. Not on the top of my priorities, Mocha, but yeah.
How long?
What about this though, mate? I just bought a fucking nightclub in Bali. Okay, now my ears are
Yeah, we
picking up.
fucking talking.
Mate. Yeah.
How often does the Mocha impression come out?
A little bit.
I swear to God, it came out on the last episode.
Yeah.
See, well, doing it here, sometimes we get fucking real life Mocha popping his head.
Yeah. What was the what were we talking about? Was
Elaine.
it like a sign?
Mocha meets Elaine from Simon.
Fuck, we went deep on Mocha that episode.
Yeah.
That's a funny dance. Love.
Yeah, mate. That's good, love. Kramer, what about this? You come over to Bali with me, mate.
Hey, Timmy,
Yeah.
Jerry and Elaine locked together, or
What?
what's going on there, man?
No, I still got it, but no, let's not impugn that. Mocha, God bless you. But yep, Mocha, reach out if you
Cooper's Bali.
Cooper's Bali. Coming soon.
Coming soon. Yeah, we're getting it off the ground.
Comedy at the Cooter Inn.
Oh, fuck. Not bad.
Hey, no bombing. And rest in peace. Yeah.
Well, you would remember Sharky, wouldn't use that?
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
man,
Thailand
Sharky.
though. I was
Yeah.
just gonna say in the Cooper's Bar, there's nine comedians. on everyone. Before we move on,
Yeah.
Just get that one in.
Yeah.
Where was Sharky? He was in
he's in
yeah.
Pattaya.
Pattaya,
the,
yeah.
like the red light district of Thailand.
He was a big like early like Facebook viral guy.
Yeah,
Like,
he was huge on Facebook.
and what happened to him?
Well, he went offline for ages, and then everyone thought he was dead. I remember like reading all this stuff. Like people thought he was dead, and like people found an article of like a body found in a river in Pattaya that kind of like it was like a big Western guy, and everyone's like, "Oh, it must have been him." But then I think he's sort of shown back up again in recent years, and he just has like wild like right wing opinions. I think I don't think he posts
Shocking.
what he used to, but
Yeah.
he'll just pop up and be like, you know, whatever, some fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Because was he a Perth guy or like
No, the Gold Coast.
Gold
He was like a
Coast.
fucking hard man from the Gold Coast.
he was like what
Debt collector.
Debt collector, yeah.
Yeah.
He's in a Aussie movie called Getting Square, which is
Oh, really?
That's right.
yeah.
A sequel of that is about to come out.
Oh, great. Well,
I wonder if he's in that. I don't know if he can come back to Australia.
one of my good schoolmates, his uncle wrote it, and he's like, it's pretty sick. He's like, he was the like Gold Coast criminal lawyer. This guy,
Sick.
yeah, he's awesome.
That fucking rules.
Check it out. Chris Neist is the name of
Yeah.
it. He's done a few ABC conversations. It sounds fucking awesome, just to be like and he started in the 70s when it was like, and you kind of like, it's like you kind of love it because he's like, yeah, it's all just fucking crooked as Gold Coast cops, and they'd try to.
Yeah.
It must have
And
been
yeah,
sick
yeah,
up there
it's a
back
great
in
way
the-
to like probably spin it back on. You got a fucking lot of dodgy cunts off shit, which is sick
Yeah.
too. Like, yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. Like
The thing about
Queensland
me, I'm a hero. Yeah.
Queensland police in like the 70s and 80s were some of like the most corrupt fucking.
Yeah,
cunts.
under Bioki Peterson.
They were
yeah.
fucking awful. So he'd have like, if he was a
Yeah.
lawyer back then, there's a good chance he was the good guy. And
Mm.
there's
Yeah.
how many
Oh,
fucking
totally.
bad guys there were.
Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, I mean, this is just sort of telling third-hand stories or whatever.
Yeah, fuck it.
But
man,
someone
who
told
cares?
me, like,
That's
one of
podcasting,
those,
baby.
one of those journos in their JB. Oh, sorry, I might be telling a story that was.
I hate that he
mic,
didn't
actually.
use an E in
There's
his
a-
name.
anyway, look at one of the Batuters that they did with one of the journos back then. It's really, really good.
Yeah,
Alright, so-
About like just what he fucking on like some of the threats, and just like they tried to like stitch him up basically, and have like a kid in his room and try and bust him. and
Oh,
stuff.
true. Yeah, right.
Like
The
really,
pedophile sting.
yeah, really
Yeah.
hectic shit.
Most of
Yeah.
my knowledge of Queensland cops comes from early Rodney Rude
Yeah.
albums, where he had a few songs about Queensland cops.
It does seem crazy they haven't done an underbelly set then.
Yes.
That would
Yeah,
be
there's a
such
lot of
good
shit
one,
going
in the
on.
valley and shit.
I had a book about weed in Australia, and that
Okay.
really went into how like
Wow.
how fucking wild the Joe Bioki Peterson government was. But then like, even in that book, I think they mentioned where my dad grew up in Mariba, just like a small little fuck off town. They got mentioned in that, like they had one of the most corrupt police forces in Queensland at the time, which was like
Yeah.
had the most corrupt police.
It's a good knock.
Going, yeah, and it's just like because I remember my dad telling me when I was a kid, he left there and like went around the country, and he was like, "Yeah, I couldn't stay there. Like the police just ran me out. Like the police like shot at him and his mates one night, probably
Hell
just
yeah.
to scare them, but like shot above their heads. They were like,
True cowboys.
yeah, proper.
Yeah.
I think he like lived across the road from the cops as well, and he
Not
said
where
they
you
were
wanna
just-
be.
Yeah, nah. They kind of just ran him out of town.
Brutal.
Fucking hell. It's good
Fuck.
shit. Now, Solo, we noticed before you got some nice little kicks on there, man.
Yeah, I'm rocking these ACGs, one of Nike's, like, I guess they're hiking sort of gear. I'm doing heaps of hiking.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not real hiking
You got
gear.
tread on the top of those cunts.
Yeah, I don't know. They're pretty flash sort of kit here.
You'd be hanging off the
Um,
roof like a
okay.
Dracula.
Yeah, I mean they're just sort of black on black, sort of a bit of flash. I was saying to Huey before, I'm not really a big sneaker guy, but I do have a few little things here and there because you can't really go down the full path of a sneakerhead.
No, it's kind of pathetic.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd like to see I'd like to see you lined up. It's like, oh, Solo, just Middle Comedy Festival. It's like, Solo, what is our show in the Foot Locker? It's like, oh, I don't know. Just doing the overnight
waiting for the
wait
new-
for the
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah, the new drop.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love those hype beast
Well,
stores
when
in the
you, like-
CBD. Just
Yeah.
Get the camp chair and you sit
Yeah.
out there. It's so sick.
that's awesome.
Well, it's the sneaker thing is the same as like how people love having good wheels on their car. I
Yeah.
think blokes are just obsessed with their attachment to the earth.
Yes.
Like whatever's making contact, it's very important to people.
I like those shops where they got them like cryovac
Yeah.
sealed. If like the shit. Maybe they must be like
Well, I
secondhand,
think
but
because, like-
vintage secondhand
Yeah.
ones.
There's a thing where sneakers, if you don't wear them, the bottom of them just like disintegrates. So there's guys that
awesome.
have like these $20,000 sneaker collections.
Yeah.
They had them like not stored properly, and then the bottom of them just basically peels away like cake. It's like fuck.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it all just breaks down.
Because it's like, oh yeah, you're meant to wear them.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah.
So
Nah, man,
yeah,
nah.
I'm getting the vac seal out. I reckon.
Yeah,
You
vac
vac seal
them
them
mate.
every night after you take
Yeah.
them off.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only way to keep them fresh.
Mm.
Yeah, being a sneaker guy, I mean, it must be fucking exhausting. Because there's like
Inexpensive.
even those shops now that like, I mean, they've been around for a while where it's like a sneaker laundry, and you take your shoes in there, and they clean them up for you. It's
Like a detail.
like a detail. Exactly. It's like it's like if you can't afford to be a car guy, you can be a shoe guy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess cars and shoes. Like one of the most common things that blokes can like autistic out on.
Yeah.
Because everyone like
if trains is too much.
Yeah, trains is like you're fully down there, but just like because I think most people like to obsess about something.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not into it, but I
remember
that like peak hype beast era a couple years ago. That when everyone's wearing that Baby Ape brand or something.
Bape, yeah.
Bathing ape.
Your bathing ape, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Was that
some of the coolest Asian uni students you've ever seen?
I mean that was just Filipino swag.
Yeah. The shutter shades.
Oh,
that was like a big part of it. Love a bit of those.
This when Kanye sort of broke out.
Yes, it's very highly associated with Kanye, which is maybe
what you want.
Yeah, maybe why it's dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, because no one was really like he brought back like tight pants. Well, now tight pants have gone away as well.
Yeah, big pants are back, brother.
Big pants are back.
I'm not going back to tight.
Everyone's wearing big ass pants.
Everyone's wearing these over the knee fucking denim shorts now.
Yeah, I can't get down with that.
The big jorts.
Yeah, it's like all these like cool chicks I see through Richmond and dudes. The dude look, that's really locked in now. Whatever that fucking hat brand is with the flower on it.
Yeah.
Everyone's wearing a fucking big scarf as well. My mates from Queensland have made fun of me about the Melbourne scarf.
Like wearing it over the head?
Well, they've always got, and since like all the protests,
you might have been at a Palestinian rally. Yeah.
Well, now people are wearing that but it's the same sort of fucking thing. And now I see that worn as like a fashion piece as well.
Yeah.
You see some kind at the pub wearing, but it was, they tie it around the neck or, I guess it can be used for many things.
Yeah, not just for warmth.
Fashion, yeah. And now I've got cunts making fun of me about it. I'm like, I can't change that.
I can only take certain fashion risks. My look's pretty locked in. The biggest move for me has been going from like jeans to bigger pants,
Yeah.
But I think that suits me,
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
And it's more comfortable.
I don't know what to think of this, but this happened to me on my walk in. I was just head down, minding my own business, looking at the cricket on my phone, and this like someone just tapped me on the shoulder and went yes, and it was like, and I was like, what? And I thought it was a mate, but it was this like very well put together like corporate woman in her 20s.
Ooh.
And I was like,
I'm listening.
And I was like, I feel I don't know what that meant,
very
but
enthusiastic.
I feel very objectified right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What am I?
Feel fucking hot as hell.
What am I, a fucking piece of meat walking past a trade site in the 80s, sweetheart? Keep it together,
You were very close to copping a sleigh.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And what happened? What was the...
I don't know. I sort of went, oh. And she just kept
and that
walking.
was it?
Yeah, she just kept going. And I was like,
whoa.
What?
And what she
said... It really threw me for a loop.
Corporate kit.
You must have felt fucking amazing after that.
Well, I was I would have been flattered. The joint. Yeah, I mean, I'm choosing to take it as a nice thing and not like a... What's that? That Simpsons where they're like, Stacy, that was so mean.
No.
It's like, you look good, Bard. Like, Stacy, that was so mean. I don't know if there was that sort of a...
She was giving you the business, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know,
Have you been read to filth?
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah.
She's probably just like, maybe had a couple of wines or beers after work.
Sure,
in cool girl mode. Because I had a couple beers before I came here and I was on the way in. When you have a couple beers and you feel all of a sudden like you're the fucking chillest guy ever.
Big time.
I was feeling that. That would give me the confidence to just pay a compliment on the go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing that would be
Do you feel
really
gassed
good.
up?
Yeah. I feel gassed up, but I felt a bit confused.
Yeah.
Maybe
that probably says more about me. I should just assume... she thought I looked amazing. Which is, that's if you'd asked Talia, she'd be shocked that I'd be second guessing. That's in her mind, she'd be like, I thought you'd think everyone thinks that when they walk past.
What cricket were you watching?
It's Australia playing in Sri Lanka.
Maybe she's a big...
Maybe she's looked at... Oh, yes, Uzi's on 20.
Yeah.
Good start.
Yeah,
you're right, actually. Maybe that's... She reeked of a woman very interested to see what this very minor test series in Sri Lanka is happening. Fucking hell, the boys are there. They've got to get up to par here, I reckon. Don't want to lose a few early. Fucking hell, though.
And how are we going over there?
Oh, look, it's all interesting stuff, mate.
How do we play in Sri Lanka usually?
Not great.
Not
but
great?
we pumped them the first game.
Great.
So, yeah. Look, let's not get...
It's hard to win on their
Listen.
turf, you've told me in the past.
Yes, yeah.
But I thought maybe Sri Lanka was kind of shit enough we could kind of do them over there.
Yeah, well, I think we always... Because you just need to win one in the 2-game and you retain the trophy.
That's not
But I
bad.
don't think I think it's been a while since we've outright won 2-0 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting over there.
Big
The
stuff.
trophy's unbelievable.
What's the trophy?
It's because it's called the Warren Muralitharan Trophy.
Okay.
They're both spinners, and it's like it's really creepy. It's like a silver mold of each of their hand holding a
Whoa.
ball.
Yeah,
Like
great.
the way they grip it. It
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
really spooky.
That-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. I made it
It
like
looks like
hand.
Han Solo.
That's like something like couples do for
Yes.
Valentine's Day.
Those cards.
Now we're talking. That's an
Yeah.
awesome type.
Yeah.
That's like an awesome type of wife guy
Yes.
that gets dragged into doing
Pottery and
yeah, not even. It's not Instagram content. It's Pinterest sort of stuff.
yeah, big time. It's
Yeah.
like paint and sip territory.
Yes,
I
that's
did
that's a locked in hubby if they're wanting to join the paint and sip crew.
I feel like that's a lot of gay guys with beards probably end up in that situation.
Well, I went and did. I went and did a gardening class with an ex of mine. Where we
That's-
made this Japanese. There's this Japanese bowl that you make where it's you put the plant in the middle and then you tie it up with string.
Yeah,
And you
bit of
put
sphagnum moss.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the one.
I've been doing that at home by myself.
Sometimes you gotta.
But I'm a professional gardener.
Sometimes you gotta be
Not
your
some
own
kind
bowl,
of
huh?
garden fucking class trying to get pussy or whatever you're doing.
Zach's like, actually, if you're a professional gardener, it doesn't take 2 people.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot easier with 2 people, but we get what we're given.
A lot less tears with 2
Yeah,
people.
And we're back.
We're back.
Ah.
We're back for Maths Talk.
back.
We might have
We're
lost
back.
a couple of minutes there, but it's all
But
good.
we're back for Maths Talk. And now I have been back watching Maths. Tully's back watching Maths, and I am pretending like I'm not enjoying it. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at some of these guys and
It's
some of these
unfortunately the best TV going.
It's
It's fucked.
and it's
It is pretty if you watch it, you are pretty in tune with the culture and what's going on.
yeah.
it's a real great glimpse into middle Australia.
Yeah.
As they say, the quiet Australians.
Yeah.
But they're very fucking loud on this show. They're very fucking loud. I guess you must sort of forget you're being filmed because some of the stuff they're saying and doing
well, they walk
you
off
couldn't
into the
get-
paddock and it's
that stuff's awesome.
and it's can't
Bit of paddock chat.
you
There's,
know
there's
you
one
got-
guy that's just getting destroyed. This fat guy that he's straight after his vows. He's on the producer. He's like, exactly not what I wanted.
I wanted a petite
Petite blonde or
Blonde,
brunette.
yeah.
He's like, I can't do this.
What do you get? What do you
Just
get?
this very sweet woman that's the same size as him
Right.
and a
And
redhead
has red hair.
and is very
Yeah.
nice and smart and stuff. And she's quite pretty, but he's like,
Yeah.
he can't even look at her at the honeymoon and stuff.
he won't even let
It's
her
like,
touch him.
yeah, they're in the photos, and he's like, "Oh, that might be a bit much." She's like this. He's like, "Oh,
And it's this guy's 38.
yeah."
It's like-
It's like, fuck, PE teacher as well.
yeah.
Alarm bells.
But you've been
Oh,
obsessed
fuck.
with this.
How can you be a teacher and be? Anyway, I'm obsessed with this guy. I can't remember his name, but it was one of the all-time fucking. When they do the introductions, his shirt off. He's holding a katana over a sunset
Hell
at one
yeah.
point.
That's
Then
a big
he's
hell
doing
yeah, brother,
pull-ups
from me.
and stuff.
How many?
Not many.
Damn.
Yeah, unfortunately. But he's saying I'm going to live to 110. Hold on, I'll
Hell
find
yeah.
that.
And when they asked him, "You're going to live to 110," he's like, "Absolutely."
Absolutely.
And it's can't. Do you know how fucking hard it is to live to 110?
And why would you
Yeah.
want to?
Where have all the philosophers gone? Where have all the poets gone? Where are all the knights gone? Men without these roles have lost their way. So I consider myself a bit of a modern hybrid, really. I have a warrior's mentality
Hell yeah.
and modern self-awareness.
Big time.
When I first walk into a room, my presence is something special and clearly something that people gravitate towards.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know, because I keep
I
myself
love it.
in
He's
really
got a
good
great
shape.
neck. I'll give
I'm
him
just
that.
someone who looks like he has the ability to perform athletically. I really value vitality. I'm going to live to 110 easily.
Sick.
Easily? Yep, easily.
Easily.
But there's a lot more to me than just pure physicality. I'm a project manager. Actually, forged my own career. I've handled multi-million-dollar contracts, made presentations in front of boards of directors. But there's men like me, successful, strong, like handsome dudes who have good careers and good self-awareness and whatnot. They're struggling to find a partner. I think I can be difficult to match with because who else out there can show intelligence and also be as good looking as I want them to be. It's almost unfair to ask that. You just want to feel as if
sick.
that
I'm
who
not getting
I
any
genuinely
pussy because
is equivalent to someone
I'm
else
too
out
hot.
there. That's my unicorn.
Anyway, so
And someone's surely writing that. That sounds like you or me wrote it.
Yeah.
But it's like he's
And his wife is like the same but a female version, like right into like I'm a CEO bad bitch.
Yeah,
boss.
yeah.
and she's
Boss
like
bitch.
he's not a man of quality. It's like who taught you to talk like that?
Yeah.
It's
a
like
high value man.
You both
High
listening-
value.
I've been getting the high
like
value
both
men.
listening to Andrew Tate. What the fuck is going
That's
on here?
perfect then. They sound, if she's willing to be trad wife for this
She's
fucking
like,
physical
yeah,
specimen.
she's like, he needs to be blonde and like no beard, and he turns around and they just cut to her. And she's like, "Oh no!" It's awesome.
That guy's got an incredible neck to head ratio
incredible
though.
neck.
He's
Anyway,
got a great neck.
So the great payoff is like that's so fun. I mean, when he says I'm a project manager,
Yeah.
that is like whoever's edited that, like get a job in like sketch comedy.
I feel like
editing. That was the perfect beat. It's
The
so
editing
funny.
editing this
incredible.
season has been like comical. Like it's
Well,
like
they're leveling up because
they're
it's going viral all over the world, so
Yeah.
they know that everyone's in on it and
Yeah.
on the joke and
Yeah.
want to make it as cringe. So yeah, the comical there is way more.
Well,
It's like a RuPaul edit.
well,
It's
did
crazy.
You notice like the old couple.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The old boy was talking about how it was hard to listen to Melina, the old
Yeah,
lady,
yeah.
and it cuts to him
And they're, like, doing it, like,
superimposed
just her-
and him fishing, like getting up to the bank.
Because she's like, and then of course you've got to be like this, and like she's just yarning, and
Yeah.
they're just like putting it like where it fades away her voice, and he's like smiling and fishing on his charter
That's
boat.
sick.
It's fucking
Shout out to
awesome.
the maths editors.
Yeah, the maths
Yeah.
they're turning it on.
Killing
But
it.
anyway, the great punchline of this Warriors mentality guy is it's the first dance, and he's like, my body's a weapon, rah. And he's like doing
And he's
the
so
dance,
self-aware.
and he's like, yeah, he's so self-aware.
It's
A great indicator of being self-aware is say you're self-aware maybe
Well, it's
4
funny
or 5
that like
times.
I think the idea of being self-aware has become so popular and like such like a, I don't know, just a thing people say that people. It's like how people. What have people lost the meaning of? They've like completely lost the meaning of it. Like they don't understand what being
I think
self-aware
that
is.
all that, so many because of this show. Like I think we talked about
Like
it before.
POV, that's what
Yeah,
I was saying. You know, like the
POV,
idea
yeah.
of POV, people have it's become so lost the meaning
Yeah.
of that
It
because
just means to show a thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think that's what's become of self-aware. It's
Yeah.
just some guy who's just like a complete fucking wingnut,
yeah,
and he's
Yeah.
like, my self-awareness is actually off the charts.
yeah.
Self-awareness means listening to Jordan Peterson.
yeah.
Well, you wouldn't believe it, but he does. His big thing is he was chubby and got bullied at school.
Crazy
What?
stuff.
But yeah, he drops. Anyway, it's the first dance scene. He drops her on this dip, and it's so good. And it's like obviously they're running with it so much because that's great TV. And there's this bit, and he just can't let it go. And I thought she'd be psycho about it, but she actually is like, "That's pretty funny." Like everyone's like, "It's funny."
It's not on her.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter. And he's so worked up, and he like his eyes are like the next like, and he gets the producer over like 3 different times. He's like, I think we should probably leave it out of the edit because it's just very it's just not good for her. It's
Embarrassing for her.
very embarrassing for her, and I don't want my wife to be subjected. And the producer's eyes are like, she can't contain, and she's like, maybe, mate, maybe. They need to make the producers. They need more screen time. They need to make them like the security guards on
Jerry
Springer. Like they need to almost be their own.
Have one that's
In their always in their Catmandu puffer vests and an earpiece. Like
We should meet them before that.
Yeah,
before they go out there.
Yeah.
Because they're really like wrangling these people, like talking to them in the field, talking to them behind clothes.
Oh.
Like those are the best bits.
coaching on. They're like, I mean, they probably have like a
absolutely.
degree in psychology to be able to just coach these people.
Oh,
in
they
these
do.
situations.
There was a show that we watched a bit of.
Oh, I know
that
this. It's like
Unreal. It's
few
called.
years
And
ago.
it's like a drama based on a fake version of The Bachelor, and it is good. It's like all the actors, like the producers and stuff. And
Yeah.
It is. I'm sure it's based a lot on what they're doing, and just watching them
course.
rile everyone up and stuff.
Be a good bit of work to get.
Yeah, and it was like it's become so much more refined now because reality TV has been like around for so long. Like
I
they've
think
become so good at it. But back in the day, it was even better because they would just like get everyone on set, just pour a bunch of piss into them, and just film it.
Yeah,
Like, all, like,
I mean,
Rock of Love
that you
and
can
shit.
see that in maths. It's a
They
big
still
one.
do it because
They
Big Brother
give
was
them
like that
away
as
so
well.
much piss.
Well, they
Just
just
give
like
All those
see them.
dinner parties,
Apparently, they go for like 10 hours.
and they don't feed them till real late.
Yeah,
So they're just fucking.
and it's all being
cooking.
filmed within probably like a 3 or 4 week.
Mm.
So like it drags out for the viewer, but like these cunts are just put in like this pressure
It's
cooker.
awesome.
It rules.
It is crazy.
Make someone go insane.
Yeah, and
what an idea.
I think like, it's like Charles was saying, it's like why is the Australian maths like just the far and away the biggest successful one, and the one internationals are so obsessed with?
It is the biggest one in.
I think
in the
so.
world.
It's definitely the one that's always the most viral, and
There was
the one
clips of a lot of celebrities saying like, "Oh, I'm obsessed with
I think
Australian maths."
I think it's because we're just not as skilled in, like, it's not as much. It hasn't been as much of a thing. Like in American
To be in
stuff,
front
it's
of the
been like
camera.
30 years
Yeah,
of
yeah.
just so many reality shows, and people are so ingrained and have more of an awareness of
Yeah.
what it's going to be like, where Australians still... Because you watch some of the guys and it's like, fuck, they do this every year, dude. You haven't
you
seen
haven't
this?
cottoned
Like,
on.
You got to put her
But
most
that's
attractive.
They do... They
that's
do
a credit to casting as well too,
you-
to still find the
Oh,
the absolute
yeah. Well,
fucking-
I think a big part of it is like the contracts they sign. The fact that you signed that contract is a good indicator that you're fucking insane.
Yeah, big
To
time.
give that, like, the stuff they like, all the clauses in it. If you've actually read it, no one would ever fucking sign up to. Like, you're
Yeah.
insane, right?
Well, someone was like saying like, "Oh, why is it a lot of like amateur actors and stuff like that?"
Yeah.
It's like, well, also these are the people that could give their time to something like that.
Exactly.
And
They're
these
the
are
only
the
cunts desperate enough to go on.
and they're also
Yeah.
the most insane people.
yeah,
they're like,
they're perfect for it.
like who thinks I'm gonna find love on this show? It's like, yeah, someone who thinks being an actor in Australia is gonna work.
yeah.
Yeah, there's one experiment they do, Zach, which is unbelievable, where they just get all the headshots of everyone in it and
Rank them.
and rank them from best
Oh,
looking.
in front of
of their-
told me about this,
And it's just
yeah.
like every year there's still guys being like, this is, and don't get me wrong, babe, like this is like, the task says like this is pure looks based on what I like.
Yeah. I'm a rational guy. I
like-
make my decisions based on logic.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah,
Honesty.
I'm honest. I'm
Because I would
upfront.
never lie to you, babe. I would never fucking lie to you.
But
So you're kind of actually a bit of a dog.
Yeah.
Like outside of the experiment, I wouldn't fucking go for you. So you're about fifth.
Yeah, I wouldn't say fugly slut, but
But like, you know,
But you're
you,
about it,
you
yeah.
get it, right? Like, busted. You know that. You know
You've
that.
got to
yeah.
know that.
You know that, yeah. Like, you got to know that. Like, fuck, come on, you're on this show. Like,
yeah, it's funny. Like, particularly this guy Tim. It's like at the dinner party, he was like,
Is that
basically,
the guy we watched?
no,
No,
Tim's
this
this
is
other
this,
guy
like,
that's getting
little-
like cooked online.
he's getting destroyed.
Oh, right, yeah.
And, like-
he's the fat guy.
yeah, and he's like the guy that was like they're like he was hot for 1 year, so
Yep.
that's his idea of like who he can hook up with.
That's a kind of person I'm very much obsessed with. is-
Yes, perhaps another Tim you know, maybe.
No. The person that comes to mind is like this. It's this gay guy I follow on Instagram who was like he was an underwear model for maybe a year or two, like
Hell
10
yeah.
years ago,
Ah.
and now he's making his own fashion line, and he just like he's done meth. He must have done. I don't know if he's on meth now, but it's obvious that he's done a lot of meth. And now he's just drunk as fuck with like fucked
Yeah.
teeth,
Oh.
making videos of him sewing up jocks and stuff. It's
Yeah.
rules. But sorry
It's
to
a,
derail.
I love all our, our gay brothers, and they're awesome
Oh,
types of
this-
fellas,
the
and we
most
need to,
entertaining
I have been
people.
trying, but everyone's been busy. I don't know why they don't want to do our pod, but But like the aging twink is one of the all-time.
Yeah,
favorites.
I mean, this is what I'll class this fella as.
like,
yeah.
They fucking
They aged out of the market.
The white Australian twink, they age like milk, and it's almost
Dude,
and which makes
always
sense
show
because
you
it's like the fucking partying they do and shit, and they're just like, oh sweetie, sweetie, come on,
Oh man,
I'm still beautiful, sweetheart. Yeah, it's awesome. It's
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, that
maths.
Tim guy is like he's at the party just like, yakking it up with the lads, and it's like, do you not remember there's a fucking camera there, cunt? Like, just the awareness is... But maybe it's that difference between being like...
Well, the footage that killed him is the one where he's like 100 meters away on a field, but doesn't realize like the lapel mic is on.
Yeah.
And they're fucking filming you, dude, where it's just so damning, where he's like, oh, yuck. I can't. It's just fucking nah. It's so sick to just go on the show and
And
be
what
like...
do they do? Do they... This is the guy I was talking about, by the way. Like, that isn't...
Oh, yes.
yep.
And I'm not going to put him
good.
on the show or whatever, because it's not, like, that funny or great. Like, it's not... It won't translate very well. But he fucking rules.
Yeah.
But what do they do? What do they... Like, so they all meet. They get married.
Yeah.
And then they complain about how they wanted a petite blonde.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Do they live in a house?
They go on a honeymoon and then they go live in these apartments and do all these tasks
Yeah.
and have these.
But
like,
they're living around. It's not like a Big Brother house. It's separate.
no, they have.
But the couples
separate,
that
but they go and will go and you'll see bits where shit will go down when they all get hammered and then one will duck
And they're
off
in-
over
'cause
to
they're
one
in
of
the
the other
same
couple's apartment and
Okay,
be like,
right, yeah,
like, you wouldn't believe what my fucking.
And are
partner
they
just
rooting?
said.
Are they rooting?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and they're
some of
saying
them-
it
And
quite
they're
public.
like, but there's people that are meant to be with one person. They're sneaking
No,
off
they're
rooting.
not.
There's not as much of
it's
that.
Everyone knows that's they can't be doing.
Righto.
I think plenty have afterwards hooked up.
Yeah. I think I've seen those stories, but the couples they're getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez, you
It's
don't see
pretty-
that.
They get they don't
it's
film
pretty
that.
Good to
wild.
see
I
that,
mean, it's
yeah.
crazy where they're just like on camera and it's like, well, I saw his dick last night. Pretty fucking good. And you're like, I can see why overseas
God.
people think this is so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
And
Because
God,
as we've
that's
done.
terrifying. Imagine someone saying that about you.
Oh,
I mean, it's good if it's a good review, but
Imagine-
it's terrifying to know
imagine if
that
they,
happens.
someone going live, giving a review.
It is, yeah. I mean, you see all the like, the words. It's so good to be like, oh fucking, this chick doesn't look good. To just be like, there's no spark. Like they've all figured out that's the way to say
That's
it.
the way to say it.
Yeah, there's just no,
No connection.
chemistry.
Yeah.
So I
Chemistry,
don't want to.
connection, they're
Yeah.
great words.
Not enough physical
no
touch.
spark. Yeah. Yeah, the love languages will be getting a run soon. That's when I
Damn,
really...
they need to get some real fucking devils in there that are going to be trying to get into the other apartments and stuff.
Oh, there's been a bit of that.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a few. That's
A few
like,
dirty dogs.
They need to
Yeah,
get like
we-
a dirty dog
yeah.
and then just an absolute slut,
Well,
and
the
then
chick-
put them
well,
with
the
other
chicks are-
people, and then try.
'cause I think
You know
there's
what I
been
mean?
a bit of that. The chicks are like, I did something pretty fucking bad. Me and Jono were having a vape outside, and yeah, we kissed.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is awesome.
I'd-
And the music's just
I
like,
love
dun-dun-dun-dun,
this.
dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I don't know. I want to watch, but I also kind of like
It's-
having you relay it to
it's-
me, and then me trying to
it's-
figure out what it is in my head.
I mean, I'm not going to be
you
putting it
like
on.
oral
but
history.
Like, I do.
just-
I kind of
it's
like it
the
more in my
only-
head.
The only way you can watch it is your partner being obsessed with it and being like, I have to watch it, and you go, oh.
Yeah.
Every episode is an hour and a half, and then because you're not used to watching like streaming or
Free to air.
free to air.
The ads.
You do lose your mind because it's got and then it's like 3 ads and you're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
But I do see there is something in the power of ads.
I mean,
Yes.
It takes you back to a older time.
I
It's
love
your
it.
little,
yeah,
your little
I
break.
love watching getting
little
the free
break
to air
time.
ads because at the moment for me it's nostalgic, and the only time I really ever watch free to air TV is like in a hotel room or something. So every time I'm seeing it, it's kind of like a cool event, and then it's kind of nice to watch the ads.
You get a bit of ads on YouTube, but it's not the same.
Well,
They're somehow
I pay
so
for
much more
YouTube.
annoying.
I was paying for premium for a while, but I'm too locked in. I get too locked into YouTube.
Yeah.
I need the ads to
break it up.
Take you out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, ads are kind of cool these days for us because, like, I know half the cunts in the ads. It's
I mean,
nice.
I an ad I'm in is playing during maths.
Yeah.
And like I keep getting messages from people saying like, "You're on maths." I'm like, "Well, I'm not on maths.
Yeah.
I'm on some shit."
Well, I would
company."
love to get one of you boys on maths.
We've spoken about getting me on the dating shows before.
You got to do it, but I mean, you'd have to fucking expunge your social media history for anything, because like the Daily
they
Mail,
don't want someone who's kind of half.
They'd be on you.
Even probably like I've done fuck all, but I'm probably even too established.
yeah,
They want like some cunt that's never even watched a TV show.
Well,
by the sounds of it.
Spearsy did that fucking.
Well, that's right. No, yeah, Spears was. I started watching that
what
show
was that?
as well.
Fuckboy Island.
Fuckboy Island. Yeah, I'd love to. I want to speak to him about that. I stopped watching the show. I watched a few episodes because my mate was on it. But yeah, I wonder how he got on that.
Well, my ex's brother was on the last season of Maths, and like I haven't spoken to him since, but he like kind of got it semi-popular out of it, and was like kind of just like, you know, I guess they do those club appearances and shit.
I mean, there is nothing better than the maths people trying to.
There's that
on.
one guy who in Sydney. What's his name?
Oh, he does
stand-up.
gigs.
Yeah,
And he kind of was a stand-up beforehand, maybe.
I think maybe. Yeah, what's he? His name's Ryan or something.
Yeah.
Was he on Maths?
I think he was on. Yeah,
He was on
maybe.
one of
He was
those
on one of
shows.
them.
One of those shows, yeah.
But he wasn't. It's not like he was fucking selling out huge. I think he just started doing comedy. I don't think.
Yeah, I think he does a few gigs and he's just kind of riding off the name. And he's
Yeah.
like maybe okay at it. I don't know him, but yeah.
He's handsome.
Yeah,
That
I mean, it
counts for a lot.
doesn't hurt, you know.
Doesn't fucking hurt, mate.
There is a British guy on it actually.
Is
Yes.
it what?
On maths, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks
Well-
exactly like the Malaga guys.
Well, that's what I was gonna say about the like maths. Being,
He's sensitive.
yeah, I've got a little
Oh,
bit
he's
of a soft
softy,
side.
is he? Well,
Not
mine-
to be super mean, but you know, I'm watching everything to hate on it, and there is a bit where they got to be vulnerable. He's like, I went back to the UK because I don't have a relationship with my father, and I wanted to reconnect with Daddy, and he didn't want to.
No,
and
his
Tully,
dad's
Tully,
just drunk as shit
yeah,
at a pub.
and
like-
Tully the whole time is just going singing the Austin Powers song because like, Daddy wasn't there. It's
Oh
like
man.
it's good to have a strong 10-year relationship on hating the British.
Yeah.
if you think I hate them, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Tully gives it to the best of them.
That's sick. Well, my mate that was on that Fuckboy Island, he's an English guy, but
Yeah.
he's lived here for a long time.
Well, that's that. It's like having one Brit on an Australian reality show. It's like you got to have. It's like club cricket where you can have. They call it a touring pro.
yeah.
Like you're allowed. One pom will come over and play Australian club cricket. And an Australian will go over and play county cricket. That's what that's what they are.
No, just
never quite good enough to make it pro in
in the big
the
leagues.
only way is Essex or whatever. But you get them out here on a fucking loaner contract.
Yeah.
That's why there's
They're
always
living their
one.
best life
That's
out
why
here,
there's always
playing out of
one
their
Brit
minds.
Yeah.
on Australian just to get a touch of that.
Well, I reckon
Well,
like
there's chockers of them in Perth. And
they're everywhere.
I reckon maths is so popular internationally for the same reason that pretty much the only reality shows that I can watch are British or like old American ones. And I only like the British ones is because they all sound like fucking cartoon characters, which I'm sure like to any other people around the world, all the Australian maths must sound fucking ludicrous.
it must be crazy.
Yeah.
You can. They'd all be doing the voice. They'd all be.
Oh,
saying,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Because
I can't be the only one going this cunt.
Yeah.
That was a great bit. There's this awesome like blonde Greek chick in it, and she's got like the real big eyes, and she's just which is an awesome like big lips, big eyes, and
Psychotic
just like
eyes.
staring at that
Manic
fat guy
eyes.
going, "You are fucking gaslighting her. Am I serious? Am I seriously hearing this? This can't." And she's like going like trying to get everyone. You cunts on the other side of the table. You're not hearing this shit. You're a fucking dog, man. she legit goes like trying to get more allies because he is fucked.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just like great, clever. I don't know what. I assume she says cunt, but yeah, just this line that she's up like fake tits, so out. Just like, I can't be the only one charging this cunt alone.
I saw a great
Fucking awesome.
I saw a great TikTok, a woman holding her baby girl in her arms, going, and then going like this to the TV, going like, "I want my baby girl to see what a girl's girl is like." And I was like, "That actually fucking rocks. That is so fucking good."
And oh mate, is he a country? Where's this cunt from?
No, he's just some fuck. I think he's some
Melbourne,
Melbourne,
but maybe from
PE
somewhere else.
teacher or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Because
To
and then
PE
everyone's
teacher.
everyone's digging in and
Big
just like,
red flag.
my God, this guy's he's that guy. Every time you log back into the apps, he's still on there,
Yeah.
sending you a super like.
Oh God! Imagine being labelled as that guy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Get off him
New
immediately.
fear unlocked.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed. Oh.
Oh fuck! Man. Why is this guy always in the fucking feed?
Not this
Change
kind
your
of
picks up, mate.
Oh fuck! Well,
Oh fuck me dead.
and that's probably been an app, I'd say.
What do we got? Oh yeah, fucking hell. That is absolutely flown by.
Oh.
Before we fucking wrap up, do you have anything to plug, Searle? I know you do a podcast.
Yeah, I do a pod called Oblivious Maximus about kind of punk and hardcore music. If people are into
And your
that.
co-host is a tattoo.
Is yeah, my
Yeah. Some guy sits with his
Yeah.
back to the mic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the tattoo speaks into the microphone.
that's it. That's all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
Zack.
mate.
Solo's guests are a big black hoodie with like all this little writing you can't understand,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's gained sentience.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
it sits there and it holds a mic.
We just
and
yell
it's-
into the mic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all done in a growl.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the first sentient hoodie that's had allegations of DMing underage fans.
Next week we're going to interview a spin kick.
Yeah.
Nah, listen into that. Oblivious Maximus.
It's great. It's a great co-host.
And
He's a lovely guy.
yeah, and then Comedy Fest. Here, I'm
Comedy
doing it
Fest.
here at the Cooper's Inn. The show's called Punk Music. So get along to that. And that's about it.
Yeah.
And you're the
that's
only
awesome.
comedy show in the festival that's got a mosh pit.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
That'd be
It's going to be
You're
quite
only telling your jokes and
quite-
there's some
yeah.
cunt spin kicking.
Yeah.
quite annoying for me.
Yeah.
I have to get all the chairs out of Solo's room. And
Yeah.
everyone has to stand there, and you can get windmill kicked in the head while Solo talks about dating and stuff.
They do a wall of death for his closer.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to get everyone
Fuck.
stage dive.
That does sound sick.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interactive show. Audience participation.
Well, Solo's one of many great shows that are going to be at the Coopers. This year, keep an eye out. We're going to be doing a launch, so keep an eye out on who's coming. I'll be there. You can buy a ticket to mine now, please.
Buy some tickets to Huey's show, please.
Please.
I'm fucking being serious.
I'm
dude.
fucking serious.
Get a
please.
ticket, cunt.
Yeah.
Please.
I know.
We
I
never
know
fucking
we joke
ask for
around
it.
a
We
lot on
never-
this fucking show. We're always telling gags, being silly. You know, calling people pedophiles, calling
Yeah.
whole countries pedophiles, and stuff, telling jokes. But this, I'm fucking dead serious.
I'm serious.
Buy a fucking ticket.
If you
to
guys
Huey's
don't
show.
fucking buy a ticket to this show,
it's bullshit.
we will stop calling British people pedophiles.
And then what?
No
And
one
then
wants
what'll
that.
happen?
And then what? Oh,
Then you'll
great.
See the fucking.
So we
Jimmy
stopped
Savile's
doing
come out.
fucking PSAs about this.
Yeah,
Good. And what's happening? More and more are coming over here.
yeah,
So
because that's
you
where they
need-
go.
We need to be aware to this stuff. I'm serious.
I'm fucking. We're
I'm
dead set.
fucking
I'm not
serious.
Serlo's laughing now because of how serious we're
Yeah.
being.
Yeah,
We're
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've made it
Hey,
tense. 'cause
we
we've
all like to
become
have
so
a
serious.
laugh here on Feed 'em Bra. But let's get real for a second.
Yeah.
Let's wrap.
If you don't buy a ticket to Huey's show, British pedophiles will take over.
They will. I mean, they already
They
have.
have.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Come to Cooper's every weekend. Come to all the shows at the Comedy Festival. Keep listening to this podcast. Tell your friends about us. Thank you, Serlo. Thank you, Huey. Until next week.
Keep 'em up.